Hi there, it's Sam from Pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today, and thank you for joining me in Pootles Advent Countdown. 24 projects coming out to you all the way through and into December, and we're on number 12. We are at the halfway mark, and you have got no idea what this is, have you? So let me turn it on its side, and let me turn it on. Oh, can't do it sideways. How gorgeous is that? Let me get something dark so you can see a bit better. This will do. Stamping Mist. That is a bottle of lights with mini pine cones on. Hopefully the photographs I'll be able to put with my blog will show this much better, but this is the most beautiful little project I think I've ever made. I am a fairy light junkie. I have 13 sets that are on around my house all year round, and I love them, and this is just the cutest project ever. So let me turn it off and I'm going to show you how to make it. And it's made with the mini milk bottles that I showed you the other day when I put milk in them and made mini milk bottles, and they're gorgeous. So these are the ones I got from Amazon, and I love them. And because I am a fairy light junkie and I absolutely love them, twinkle lights as I call them, I had already been looking for micro LEDs. I've got a set that's 66 feet long in my bedroom that just goes around my window, and I stumbled across these. Now, it was a set of 6 of them. Let me open up the bag, and they come like this. Normally, battery operated lights have a great big battery pack, don't they? And that's a real frustration. But this particular company they have modified how they do their battery packs, which, as you can see, I'm holding the battery pack here. Let me just unwind this. Oh, this is where I get myself in a knot, don't I? I probably unwound the wrong end. There we go. And these are 20 tiny little twinkle lights. Now, you're looking for micro LEDs, and I'm going to put autofocus on and get one of them up close, because they are tiny little lights. If I put it up against my fingernail, the yellow bit is the bit that's illuminated, and that's hot glue, bizarrely. Well, it looks like hot glue. Tiny little things, and the battery is in here. Now, normally, that jumped. What you have to do is take this bit out. So normally, with these sorts of LEDs, you know, you're using your AA batteries, but this are button cell batteries. And it's a twist on, oops, twist off. So there you go, tiniest little light in the world. Love them. Okay, but the reason I have put it with the copper pine cones is because this wire is copper, and I never find LED lights with copper wire. So I need to turn this on so I can see what I'm doing. I'm just feeding it in. Let me bring that up again, so I can put some shadow on here so you can see what I'm up to. So I'm just feeding them in. And seriously, Amazon for things like this, dirt cheap. It's the best place. I obviously shop, because I'm in the UK, at amazon.co.uk. I'm sure amazon.com would have them. Don't know about the other Amazons around. But I think I paid maybe £10 for six sets. Normally you'd be paying £4 just for one set on its own. So 6 sets. And by pure fluke, because I'm lucky like that, the battery pack actually sits nicely. It sits on top of the milk bottle. It doesn't go inside, but it sits perfectly on the top. How cute is that? And it sits on the top. It does tend to bounce around a bit. So I found, after many trials and tribulations, a glue dot. A glue dot is strong enough to hold it in place, but not strong enough to make it a permanent thing. And that just holds it. So one on one side and one on the other. But you can still pop it off. You can see I've popped off one side of mine. And over on there. And that will just hold it in place. How cute! Okay, our beautiful craft rope. This is what I put on first, actually. I didn't get anything else on at first. So round the neck. So it's not going round the battery pack, because in the case of these ones, you do need to be able to turn it on and off. So a few bits round, like a kind of a scarf, I guess. Well, I don't know. and tie it off into a knot. Oh, I don't want to tie it off into a knot yet because I need to get the little mini pine cones on. But yeah, so you're looking down on the instructions for the battery pack. Actually, when it's on your sideboard or wherever you're putting it, you're not going to see that. If you really want to cover it up, you do. But I did find when I practiced that I couldn't turn it on and off properly without mucking up the cardstock that I put on. So, copper ribbon, because it's copper inside. Our little copper pine cones, or bronze, whether you want to call them bronze or copper. So I've got, I'm going to take 3 of them because I like things in 3s. There's the first one. I'm going to knock that off. Actually, I need to make that longer. That's my first one. And this is my loose end, not my tight end. That's over there. Grab another. And knot that off. So I've now got them at a couple of different lengths. There, actually that's too... Oh, I knotted that in the wrong place. Oh well, we'll have to worry about that later. And then a third one on. You could make 3 separate loopy bits if you wanted. And they will, see that one's way too, that's hanging too low, but it doesn't matter. I'll have to sort it out in a second. And grabbing my ends. So I now have 2 loose ends and they are hanging sort of perpendicular. They're hanging like that. There's 1, 2, 3 there. I'm just going to knot off the end of this. Oh. Why can I do this when there's no video camera in front of me? But today I can't. I can't get this in a knot. What am I doing wrong? You know, I'm going to have to do it. Lick my finger. The old-fashioned way of tying a knot is to lick your finger and pull. But there we go. Oh, it's a messed up knot, isn't it? But it's a knot. We've got there in the end. So now I have a loop. There we go. I'm going to attach that to my craft rope. Now I can finish that bit off. Chop off the ends. That one that is way too long I will loop up over there. Round the back. Don't hold it by the battery pack. Oh, for goodness sake. I've got dropsy. There we go. And that, oh, 1, 2, 3, and they, because I can't tilt it on the side, I can't show you. I need to put another mini glue dot on now as well. But they are hanging in a diagonal line. I'm trying to show that. Oh, it's just so impossible to work with hanging things when you're looking down vertically. Let's get another glue dot. This might be one of those projects where the visuals are better than the video. There we go. Let me see if I can tilt that. So they are hanging in a diagonal line. There's one there, one there, one there, and they are hanging down. Cute, cute, cute. Love it. Easy project, showing off our little mini pine cones. So although this is a Christmas project, also really good for autumn because they're pine cones. Anyway, thank you ever so much for joining me, and I hope to speak to you soon. Bye.